How you doing, sports fans? It's Jim for the 3 Minute AD, the summer edition of it. The last one we had dealt with our fourth annual Summer Leadership Conference, which we just finished today. And I wanted to specifically thank Todd Galusio, Jen Keen, Sue Reed, and Scott Stuber, members of our executive board, and Todd is our state coordinator, for helping to finish up the conference. As I had to leave a little early to go to a board meeting last night. I apologize for that. But we had 21 attendees, offered 4 LTC classes with another one coming next week virtually as part of the outreach program. Great workshops, and a real special thanks to Dr. Robert Zayas from New York State Public High School Athletic Association for coming in to do his new AD workshop live and in color with us, and then live via Zoom for the rest of the Association of New ADs. And I know our attendance was pretty good, comparatively speaking. I mean, we've had high watermarks of the 40s the first two conferences. It's just a question of, the turnover and who can get out and who can't get out. It is a tough time of year. We will be negotiating for future sites to go to in the near future, and we're excited about some of the opportunities we might have. But really, again, just thank you to the committee who put this together, and and they added on is Greg Warren's going to be teaching 503 next week. But the NIAAA outreach program is one that we all should take advantage of. Is we do get 501, 502, 503 for new members, and the potential to have some future members that want to be a part of the association on a much higher level, whether it's as a chapter rep or as a committee member. So, we think we stoked the fire a little bit with the group. Great group of people, and thank you to all of them for attending. I wanted to touch on something that we talked about at the conference. In one of the workshops, I switched it up. We were going to do a 14 legal duty one and said, nah, you know what? It's more like 504 should handle that for us, even though it is an important piece of what we do. But we did broach the subject of AI. And I am far from being an expert. I'm a dabbler, just like everybody else. But I want future mentoring to be directed at AI, because it seems that the potential there is limitless for how we can manage our office. And a few of our attendees said that they've already started using AI to do things like cleaning up their handbook or helping develop action plans, rewriting mission statements, letters, things like that. We have a great opportunity here to help the department grow faster. And this is one of those things where we're scared of technology, but with a group of new ADs coming in, and there's not an age issue where, what, I'm afraid of this right now. Yes, it is a little fearful for someone maybe, near the end of the game to start to try to change. But this is one of those things. It's not an adapt or die, but it might be. Can AI help save some of the things that we do? Can we ask it questions to help us go forward? So we're investigating the possibility of a chatbot through the NYS AAA that gears specifically to questions about athletic directors might have and how we can help that situation. Does mentoring now move into a more mechanical piece where you're asking someone online to do it instead of calling a person, an actual person? Because I'll tell you the truth about mentoring, and this is one of our struggles in the AAA is, we're always a work in progress, because finding the right people, trying to make those changes, finding subjects to talk about, they're great, but we lack the consistency of it. And now that I know they talked about K-12 core values, which is very interesting. It was the 603 class that we took, which is a great class, by the way, and everybody should take it if they have the opportunity. And now we have about 5 of us that can teach it in New York. The one thing they talked about is developing your core values. And that's something that, yes, we wrote a mission statement and a vision statement, but what is the NYS AAA core values? And right now, consistency is one of them. So AI will be a topic of conversation going forward, but you're going to start to see us get a lot more consistent in how we offer these subjects. Our future podcasts, which we're going to start in September, will be based on book readings and also subjects pertinent to the association. We had one last year on budgeting that was very successful and very much watched and listened to. We do have them. They'll be on YouTube. They'll be on Spotify. We're going to continue with the 3-minute ADs on little quick hitter subjects just to kind of pique your interest and maybe have them lead into a podcast. So some of the books that are out there right now, we're going to try to find the authors. And yes, we are stealing a little from the AD Roundtable down in Georgia, but the more we can do things like this nationally as a group, the better off we'll be. And the more ideas we can get nationally, the better we will be. Networking is always a thing that we talk about. The unfortunate thing is I didn't go to the NEDC meeting this year because of a commitment to, as the new executive director, go to Schenectady for the NYSPHSAA meeting, and I'm also the state softball chair, so I kind of wore two hats there. But I've always networked with the national executive directors. I have relationships with quite a few of them on a very positive level, and I've been presenting at their conference. They've presented at. I've invited some of them to present at ours. We had Mike Elson and Carol Dosabrin last year come in and teach and do a workshop for us. So we've got the networking piece in pretty good shape, but it can get better, like anything else can. So to the new ADs that came out the other day and joined us for the last 3 days, thank you very much. Congratulations on your jobs. Don't worry, it's not the worst job in the world. It's the best job in the world. But we help you make it better. So there's a tough road to hoe out there today. Boards are crazy, guys. Boards are crazy. Boards of education are just, loose cannons today. And how can we stem the tide? We can do a lot of it and give you a lot of ammunition. We can't do it all, though. Just so we can be perfectly honest about you, it's still up to you to do the right thing as an athletic administrator. And I'm sorry for the Steam Fitters shirt today. It's in honor of my daughter, whose birthday's there, who works for the Steam Fitters. But it's, I'm still a union guy in some way, shape, or form. So best to you always. God bless you all. Thank you again for the board and everyone for providing us the opportunity to have a summer conference, and to thank you to the DoubleTree Hotel in Binghamton, who did a really good job this year of setting up the food functions and the rooms. Very helpful staff, and there's a lot to be said about going away to do these things. But we are looking next year to possibly go to Buffalo for the new AD conference. So there's stuff to be told out there. We haven't made decisions yet, but it's certainly a part of the conversation. So again, God bless you all. Chip for the 3-minute AD. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Tell your friends. Let's get on board. We're all in this together. All the best.